I've been helping real estate investors buy more houses at deeper discounts for a long time, mainly by just training up their sales teams or training them to have the right conversation with the home seller. And it's different today than it was when I started this 5 or 6 years ago. Today, there's so much more competition. Everybody's competing for the same houses. What this leads to is a homeowner typically gets 3, 4, 5, just a good handful of offers from a ton of different investors once they decide, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and sell my house for cash. So one of the biggest problems this leads to for the investors is now they have to compete against a ton of other people trying to buy the same house. When you first started seeing more and more offers coming in on the deals you were working, you were probably just thinking, hey, it's a hot market, these things happen. It's a bigger problem than it was, and I'll tell you why. Now that there's so much competition and so many people giving so many offers, the cost of that original lead is now going through the roof. When margins are squeezed and the cost of leads go through the roof, it becomes harder and harder to remain profitable. And you start going from deal to deal and month to month going, can I keep doing this for a long time as leads get more expensive and my margins just squeeze out of this thing? So it's really something that we got to deal with. Oftentimes a homeowner or a seller is very reluctant because they're always wondering in the back of their mind, hey, what if somebody offers me more? In fact, other investors are probably telling them that, hey, once you talk to this guy or gal, give me a call and I'll see if I can offer more. That's not going to ever go away unless you can find a way to get that fear out of your prospect's head, to get that fear of, am I leaving money on the table? Is there a higher offer out there for me? So I'll give you a perfect example of this. I would go on sales calls and buy houses all over the nation. And I was training one sales guy specifically who came out of the car business, and I watched him as he did his presentation. The homeowner ended up saying, hey, listen, I've got another guy coming out here. Let me see what he offers before I tell you yes or no. And I knew right then, hey, that fear of leaving money on the table, that's gonna keep this gentleman from doing anything with us. Here's how I solved it. I started to ask him some questions about the house. When was that roof last redone? And we walked the house a little bit more, and I'd say, how new are these windows? And I'd start taking notes. And then finally we ended up back at this picnic table in his backyard. And I sat there for what must have been 5 or 10 minutes, and I just kept doing math and doing math and doing math. And what I was doing was calculating my highest and best offer. And I asked, let me work through these numbers. I want you to have our best offer before we leave here. Make sure you're getting every cent you can. And I scratched out number after number. And I finally came to him with, listen, I think I can give, I know I can give $136,724.25 for this property. And then I just sat back and I shut up. He took the offer. So why did he take the offer? Here was the deal. After I did the math and I gave an odd, a very strange final offer, he finally had that confidence that, hey, this is their highest and best. Now I can go ahead and move on. Here's what you can pull out of that story and use for yourself. Whenever you give an offer to a homeowner, what you want to do is never make it $20,000 or end in a nice even number. They're going to think there's more money in this deal. Your final and best offer should always be an odd number. Now there's different ways to get there and there's other things you could do to negotiate, but that's probably one of the most impactful tips I could give. Always end in an odd number and you will buy more houses and close more deals. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. If you think anyone else can get some value out of this video or just enjoy it, please go ahead and share it and let them have it as well.